how bad has things gotten for Sony? Well, maybe a little bit worse than we thought. Obviously, Sony is a company that's going to continue to have a presence in the console space and the console wars, all that kind of stuff. For me personally, I've lost some respect for Sony, for, a number of reasons. I feel mostly because of what happened with the situation with Activision Blizzard. Clearly, Sony is really kind of lost their minds with this. I don't know that it makes a whole heck of a lot of sense for them to put up this much of a fight over it, considering, their stuff that they pushed for years, like how important exclusives are and things like that. So, I just feel like, obviously, Sony and Microsoft, they have some kind of relationship there. I'm not sure how good of a relationship they'll have after this is all said and done. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I do think that there's got to be some kind of tension there. These companies have worked together in the past, and they have to continue to work together because Microsoft is offering games on PlayStation, and PlayStation is offering games on Xbox with Destiny, even though, like I said, Sony owns Destiny, but Destiny will always be multi-plat and be on Xbox. Stuff like Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Legends, Elder Scrolls Online. Obviously, those games are all on PlayStation. Call of Duty will have to continue to be on PlayStation for 10 years. But now we're starting to get some of the kind of drudgery of this, and we'll see what happens. But according to this, an attorney says Sony has lost control in opposing Microsoft's Activision Blizzard deal, which is something that I kind of called a while ago. Let's get into it. Should be a fun video. What's up, everybody? Crap Gamer here with Crap Gamer Reviews with another video, making the best of things. We should go ahead and ask you to slap that like button, slap the crap out of it. That would be excellent and very much appreciated if you could do that for me. So, Sony has lost control over the narrative concerning Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard, according to longtime patent attorney and antitrust expert. This perspective is, kind of ongoing drama surrounding the almost $70 billion takeover attempt arrived shortly after Microsoft offered a compromise to the EU over the deal, with multiple sources reporting its concession package that is yet to go with public does not mention Sony at all. Now, over the course of the last 12 months, Sony has been raising objections to Microsoft's deal with various regulators all over the world, despite the PlayStation owners' effort to oppose the consolidation, which also includes Candy Crush maker King. Microsoft still appears confident that the transaction will go through. Veteran patent attorney and competition-focused analyst Florian Mueller shares this sentiment, having recently claimed Sony missed multiple chances to offer constructive solutions in favor of ferocious opposition that has now made it lose control over the narrative surrounding the deal. Mueller, who currently counts Microsoft among his clients and worked as a Blizzard consultant in the past, tells Game Rant, which is the article where I'm going to link this, is unaware of any other case in which a complaint's constructive attitude was spelled out so clearly as it is here. Regulators don't like that, he said. After MLEX and FT, Reuters now confirms Microsoft's remedy offer to EC doesn't mention Sony. In other Activision Blizzard news, Epic's Tim Sweeney welcomes Microsoft's mobile app store plans, and Sony has lost control over the narrative. The conversation has moved on. As for examples of what Sony could have done differently to influence the long-term outcome, Mueller points to a recent revelation that a Sony exec was throwing shade at the Call of Duty deal on the day of Microsoft's February 21st EU merger hearing. Everyone was in Brussels, and that would have been a good time to sit down and hammer out a deal, he says. For context, everyone, also included Nvidia, which announced a 10-year agreement with Microsoft to bring Xbox PC games to its GeForce Now streaming platform on that very same day. Now, Microsoft's affiliated experts aren't the only ones who believe that pending transaction will go through. According to an early February report from Wedbush analyst, Microsoft is likely to complete the Activision Blizzard deal this year, likely by mid-2023. Asked to speculate if the top Xbox rival ever truly believed the deal could be blocked, Mueller expressed skepticism over whether Sony executives were being given realistic advice, given how the Japanese entertainment giant's multi-jurisdiction complaints yielded some PR wins early on. It is possible that Sony was emboldened by that apparent impact to the point it overplayed its hand a bit, he says. Mueller also concedes that creating enough fuss to prompt competition probes isn't easy, but calls it a cakewalk compared to convincing regulators to block consolidations that are typically cleared when combined with effective remedies. For clarity, Microsoft President Brad Smith recently confirmed that PlayStation's Call of Duty deal is set to expire in 2024, but Sony repeatedly signaled it would prefer blocking the deal over signing another such agreement, in the vein of what Nintendo, Nvidia, Bostroid, and Ubisoft did in recent weeks. So again, PlayStation got really confident and cocky, and that's something that they tend to do a lot, to be honest with you, and usually it just kind of falls down by the wayside a bit. And now we see that this stuff kind of backfired a bit. You know, they're not exactly doing the things that people thought they would do. You know, I personally think that what Microsoft is doing is more than fair, and we continue to see these type of things happen and fall in favor of Microsoft. I think that, you know, it makes a good point when it says some PR wins, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is something that when you look at social media, there are more PlayStation things going on, and right now, obviously this is stuff that you know, keeps happening. You know, like, people don't understand that. Like, there's more PlayStation fans on social media than Xbox fans, and people honestly kind of don't really understand that, or you know, they don't realize that's something that's happened, that's actual thing. And, you know, of course you're going to see people kind of go, oh man, Sony's really gonna take this, and Microsoft is going to be crying, blah, blah, blah. Right? Trust me, I've seen this. I'm on social media. There was that one week where it was, oh, they're going to sue. Now, there's no way this will go through. Like, I've thought that this is going to go through for a very long time. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, at the end of the day, I think it really, really comes down to Microsoft themselves, what they're going to be able to kind of pull out of this and accomplish. I'm excited to see where this all lands, because I feel like, and I've said this multiple times, Activision needed change, and this is the best type of change that there could be for this, right? Like, it just is. And, you know, I hope that Microsoft continues to offer, you know, some big changes, maybe some new games from the old Activision library, some of these things to happen. And I hope that does happen. You know, I would love to see Microsoft, you know, come out looking even better than this, and Game Pass being an even better value than it already is, which it's already pretty much an unmatched value. Even according to Sony, they can't beat it. So yeah, again, bravo to Microsoft. I can't wait for this stuff to turn out the way that it's going to turn out. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Have a great day. Check the article below. It's going to be linked. Crap Gamer out.